Hello Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian. How guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video. In today's video guys, I have a little story to tell you, a little story time video, because I'm actually pretty busy right now. I'm actually graduating university like at this very moment, and I'm finishing up my diploma thesis, so it's tough at the moment, and something happened in my life that is just astounding. You know guys, I'm wearing a Jesus is King t-shirt today because what happened is nothing short of like God was involved in some kind of way. I'm not even religious or anything like that, but I do acknowledge that there was some godly intervention that happened that led to this. And this story also just shows how much of a complete idiot I am as a human being. So yeah, to put it short, what happened is that my cat that you guys have seen in a lot of my videos, my cat that I've had for almost like 4 years now, well, what happened is that my cat fell out of a 4-story window onto the ground. I lost her, and then my Russian neighbors helped me find it. You guys are gonna roast me in the comments, I know that I'm the dumbest person in existence, but you know, I'm gonna explain the entire thing, okay? Now, before we really get into the story, I would like to tell you guys that once again, today's video is sponsored by me. I'm Bernie Sanders, and I'm once again asking you to buy my YouTubes. This little thing, yes, it finally came in the mail, for God's sake. Once again, YouTubes are these little vinyl figurines that basically resemble YouTubers, and you can buy them as a little souvenir for yourself and also to support your favorite creators. So if you buy one of these figurines, you help me out a lot. I'm actually about to drop some big cash in the new camera, so if you guys did, that would actually help me out a lot. So yeah, the link is in the description. My YouTube is out right now. You can go on, buy it, and support me. It's a really cool souvenir, and honestly, like, looking at it, it's really cute. I don't know if it's weird to say about a figure of yourself, but I said it. But yeah, the quality is so sick and it's just so cool. So if you guys want to get yourself one of these, make sure to go over down in the description once again, check them out and support me. Now though, let's get into the story. So here's what happened, okay? This was a normal day. It was actually about 4 days before like I had to hand in my diploma thesis, my big ass thesis that I wrote. It's about PewDiePie again. It's kind of the continuation of the last one because last year I made a uni thesis about PewDiePie. Go check out that video. And it was just a regular day. I was working on my thesis, and in the evening, in the night, I was supposed to go to a friend's birthday party. And yes, it was completely safe. Everybody who's went there is self-isolated. Nobody got sick or anything, so it's all cool. But here's a little backstory. The thing is that prior to that, actually 10 days before that, I took my cat to the vet to get an operation, to actually get it sterilized or chemically castrated, I guess. My cat is a female, so she's already given birth. She's given birth to 2 kittens. We gave them away. And so I took her to do that operation. She got the operation, and the thing is that for an entire day after the operation, she was basically in like a state of shock, I guess, and she basically hid somewhere in the house. I searched the entire apartment. I searched like literally everywhere, under every cover, under every like bed, and I just couldn't find the cat. And I started freaking out. I started like calling my mom and saying, yo, I'm scared, like what if she like, you know, ran away from the house, because I had like a food delivery guy come in earlier, and I actually went outside to check outside, and she wasn't there either. And I decided like, okay, whatever, let's wait this out. And the next day in the morning, she actually appeared from nowhere. I don't know where she was hiding. I searched the entire house. I don't know. I have no idea. And so what happens in this story I'm telling is kind of similar, because here's the thing. What happened that day is that I was cooking in this kitchen in the background of me right here. I was cooking up, and I was cooking some turkey steak or whatever. Thing is, I burned my whole shit, and I like smoked the entire apartment. I don't know how it happened. Like I burned a little bit. It was still edible, but my entire apartment was like, you know, it looked like I'm smoking some dang kush, okay? Or like if a Nissan GTR R35 Turbo did like a burnout inside the house for some reason, you know what I mean? It was smoky as hell, and I decided to open the window in the kitchen to, you know, let it ventilate a little bit. And you can either open my window completely like this, or you can open it up just slightly. I decided to just open the window completely, and I didn't even think anything could happen. I was like, my cat is like 4 years old. It's surely smart enough to not jump out of the window. And there's actually been situations where my cat would actually come up to an open window in the past, and she wouldn't never jump. She would just look and, you know, just stand there. And I left like a little opening, so I was like, it's gonna be fine, okay? She's never jumped out of an open window before. There's no reason to do so. So I didn't even think about it. And I left the window open for maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and I didn't even hear like any weird sounds or anything. And yeah, my cat just disappeared. I only really noticed it that maybe after 2 to 3 hours, because I mean, who knows where the fuck the cat is hiding inside the house, right? I'm literally just sitting at my computer, and if I don't see my cat for 2 to 3 hours, it's not something unusual, right? But then I thought, my cat has not touched any food, has not went to the litter box in like hours at this point, and it was like, this is kind of weird. I was looking around the entire house and I couldn't see my cat. And here's the thing, because that has already happened before when I lost my cat inside the house and they just came out of nowhere, I was like, yeah, she's probably doing the same shit now. She'll be fine. So I just left some food, you know, I left the litter box, you know, cleaned it or whatever, and I just went to the birthday party for like the entire night. Not the smartest decision. But yeah, what actually happened though is that my cat flew out, you know, accidentally, I guess. She fell 4 stories and survived. She only had like a little bruise on her face for some reason, and that's really it. And yeah, she survived, and apparently she was picked up by somebody. So I want to tell you my point of view, right? I come back from that birthday party at about like 3 p.m. Next day, and I see that the food and the litter box has not been touched, and I'm like, okay, this is definitely weird. My cat probably fell out of the window. At this point, I realized how much of a shit person I am. How much of a fucking idiot I am. But like, because she's already done something like that before, I thought, yeah, maybe she's doing the same shit again. And so I called my parents that actually came back to my apartments, and I made like a Microsoft Word document saying lost cat, put like 2 pictures of my cat on there and saying, you know, call this number if you find it. And me and my parents went around and stuck these, you know, pieces of paper with my cat on it on like 10 different buildings within my hoods, basically. And so yeah, nothing really happened that day, but the next day, actually, my parents, because I put in their numbers, they asked to put in their numbers instead of mine, they got a call saying that we found your cat. Basically what happened is that the people who found it was a teenage girl and her mother, and so they were just basically like walking by my apartment building, and my cat was like just sitting there like almost on a sidewalk or whatever. I actually looked out of the window, by the way, when I lost my cat, and actually the thought crossed my mind that maybe my cat flew out of the window, and I looked very thoroughly outside, but I didn't see anything, and I just didn't bother checking, and I was like, you know what, she's probably hiding inside the house. You know, I'm such a shitty person, now that I'm thinking of it, right? I should have just got out of the house and searched the entire perimeter. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm such a fucking terrible pet owner. But it's good to admit your mistakes, I guess, right? So what happened is that these people, this girl and her mother, actually took my cat to the vet. How caring these people are, okay? Most people would walk by, you know, it's like a cat just sitting there and, like, you know, screaming on a sidewalk or whatever. Who cares, right? Most people would just walk by. I probably would walk by, let's be honest right now, guys, you know? But maybe after this has happened to me, next time I'm gonna see a cat like that, I'm gonna actually maybe try and pick it up and do something. Because these people helped me out a ton, and thank God people like this exist. Thank God, Jesus is king, you know what I mean? But yeah, they took my cat, and they took my cat to the vet, and coincidentally, the vet they took my cat to, since, you know, these people are from the same hood as I am, essentially, they took my cat to the same vet that I took my cat to 10 days ago. And what happened is that the vet in the clinic actually recognized my cat, and he like looked up my number or whatever, and the rest is history. So the people that found my cats didn't actually even see any of the like papers, you know, that we put up on the buildings. All they did is that they went to the same vet, and coincidentally that vet recognized the cat because it's been there like 10 days ago. And yeah, that's basically how they contacted us, and I met them. Basically they came over to like my apartment building. We met outside. I gave him a little bit of money as like a little reward, I guess, and I say thank you so much. And genuinely, like, I think this is so cool. And again, this shows like, you know, neighbors can be different, right? You know, it starts off from like, you know, my fucking tramp neighbor that, you know, shits and vomits and pisses on my staircase in my apartment building, and it's just a nuisance to society. And then there's neighbors that would rescue your cat, take it to the vets, and then bring it back to you. And, you know, they're just great people like that, and that's awesome, you know what I mean? It's things like these that really, really, like, you know, bring me back my hope for humanity and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just incredible. I just wanted to share this story because I think it shows how much of an idiot I am, so you guys can laugh at it, and also I think it's kind of inspiring because people care, okay? I didn't really think anybody would care, but people do. And my cat is completely fine now, everything is great. And you know, I'd rather prefer this not have happened, but now that it has, I would like to say that, yeah, I guess I learned a valuable lesson. The most valuable lesson I learned is that I need to not fucking open up my windows when my cat is inside, because cats may just accidentally fall out or jump out, just like epic style, you know, Assassin's Creed leap of faith type shit out of the window. Yeah, hopefully you guys found the story inspirational. I was just really stressing out about this whole stuff because like my cat was missing for basically almost 2 days. Not only was I stressing out about my entire diploma thesis situation, my graduation, you know, that's coming up, and I had a lot of uni work to do, but I also was like freaking out about, you know, being such a dumbass that literally killed this cat. Because if nobody found my cat, it would have died on the streets, you know what I mean? This is sad. And I love my cat, okay? So yeah, I was stressing out. I was like super depressed for 2 days in a row. But everything turned out much better than I expected. So yeah guys, I guess that is going to be pretty much it for today's video. You know, the main moral is I'm very, very lucky and I'm a complete idiot. But yeah guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it. If you guys did enjoy it, if you guys did find the story inspirational as hell, make sure to smash the like button on this video. And also guys, like I said, once again, make sure to check out my YouTubes and buy it, support me and stuff like that. I would really appreciate it. Again, I'm about to drop like 2K in a new camera, so you guys are gonna experience some epic quality increase in this channel. And yeah guys, I've actually almost graduated at this point, so more videos coming soon. I'm gonna have a lot more free time, so things are gonna be great. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stick with me and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.